Hey folks, I've got Jesse Pollak, who's head of Base and Coinbase Wallet, joining me. How are you, Jesse?
I'm doing awesome. It's been an epic day.
Yeah, I'm sure you've done a lot of panels and things like that, but I'm really excited about what's happening on Base. I followed that for a long time, and it seems you guys did it the right way. You didn't launch a token, and you're seeing a lot of adoption. Tell us a bit about what you're most excited about with Base.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, the mission of Base is to build a global economy that increases innovation, creativity, and freedom. The way that manifests is, from a technology perspective, is it's a chain where anyone, anywhere in the world can come and build, and then they can come and use the products that other people build, whether that's coins, or social apps, or games, or business offerings. And we've been live for about 20 months, and at this point, Base is the largest layer 2 in the world that we build on top of Ethereum. It's one of the largest, most important chains in the world, and we're just seeing incredible adoption. I mean, today alone, we announced a bunch of really cool things. Shopify rolling out USDC on Base payments to all of their stores. Shopify served 175 million people last year, and USDC on Base is now a default payment method. And then we also saw Coinbase, who's obviously been a huge supporter of Base, integrate Base assets directly into the Coinbase app. So now every Base asset is listed on Coinbase, and that's like a huge win for the Base ecosystem and for growing the economy.
That's exciting. So is Base, does it have the capability to service both retail and institutional investors?
Yeah, 100%. We like to say Base is for everyone, and that applies to people from every single country in the world, but also people with different backgrounds and people from different segments. And so there's a huge kind of like retail consumer population that's on Base that's using games and social products. But then we also have a really big institutional capital base and allocators and traders who are on Base as well, because we now have the most highest volume Ethereum pools on chain. We have the highest volume Bitcoin pools on chain, and we're increasingly starting to have the highest volume for every single asset, because Base is becoming the center of the on-chain economy, because it's fast, it's cheap, it's easy to use, it's globally accessible, and it's super powerful with the EVM.
Absolutely. I'm going to ask some questions, and I'm a bit of a noob here. So, will there be possibly a layer 3, so to speak, on top layer on top of Base?
Yeah, the way I think about kind of layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 is layer 1 is kind of pure infrastructure like the internet. Layer 2 are these economies that bootstrap off of that infrastructure, and Base, we like to say, is a global economy that everyone can be a part of. And then layer 3s are apps that plug into those economies for kind of the functionality that the economy provides. Maybe it's the on-ramps, maybe it's the market structure, maybe it's the liquidity, but the layer 3s are getting kind of their own dedicated block space, but using all the infrastructure that the economy actually provides. And so today we actually already have a ton of layer 3s that run on Base. Those are folks building games, DePIN, social products, where they want their own dedicated block space. They've already been consuming gas on Base, but they want more control. They already have a pretty high spend, and so they spin up their own L3. We help host some of them. We have an app chains product that enables that, but then a lot of them also use other ecosystem offerings, like from folks like Conduit and Caldera. And this is one of the really cool, powerful things about Base, is that it's an open platform, and so you can build on it. No matter which way you choose, it's open and available to you.
Will you primarily stay in the Ethereum ecosystem, or are there plans to branch out to Solana or whatever it may be?
Yeah, I mean, we've said from the beginning that we want Base to be a bridge, not an island. And so that was why we built on Ethereum as a layer 2, so we could be connected to the largest decentralized economy in the world. But it's also why we've been excited about finding ways to collaborate with Solana. We've brought in a ton of Bitcoin to Base. Coinbase is building their whole Bitcoin borrowing product on top of Base, and all of that is kind of anchored on the thesis that we're stronger together, and that in order to bring the world on chain, it's going to require all of us working together. And so, absolutely, like we're just getting started in terms of collaborating with other folks.
What's on your roadmap that you can share?
Yeah, I'd say the thing that I'm most excited about right now is I've been working on Base, the chain, and builder tools for the last almost 3 years now at this point. But then just in the fall, I took over Coinbase Wallet, where I'm now getting to be back working on consumer products. Because before I started working on Base, I led our consumer products on the engineering side for 5 years. And so I took over that team in October. We right away started a ground-up rewrite of the product, and we're nearing the end. It's actually in private beta right now. It's a totally different, the screen screen can't see, but it's a totally different product. It's a social app. So there's a whole social feed in here. We have a text-based social feed. We have a whole video feed with like TikTok. We have mini apps where you can go and play games. It's all on chain, all on crypto. We have a full trading and payments experience. We have a full messenger, notifications, and then of course a global wallet. And one of the really powerful things about the global wallet is because we have stable coins for all these different countries, including the Eurozone and Brazil and South Africa, we can make this wallet work for people everywhere in the world. And so really we're thinking about this as the entry point to this new global economy that we're building. And it's in private beta right now. People are loving it. I personally have moved a huge amount of my screen time to the new wallet. And I think it's going to have a really profound impact on bringing more people on chain and getting this flywheel spinning faster and faster.
One of the challenges as a content creator I have is dealing with bots and fake profiles. Will this type of infrastructure help resolve that because it's verifiable?
Yeah, I think there's absolutely going to be stuff that we can do around verification that makes it easier for us to filter out spam and bots. The other thing that I think is going to be really meaningful is we're building content tools that are on-chain native. And what that means is that because we can use this on-chain platform, we're actually going to be able to earn more money for creators. Instead of Facebook or Instagram taking 95% of the value of your creativity, you're going to get that 95% of the value, which means you're going to make 10 times more. It means you're going to own the relationships with your fans so you can move around and not lose access to it. And it means that you're not going to be at risk of being deplatformed. And so as we're thinking about this next phase of Coinbase Wallet, and as we're thinking about the next phase of crypto adoption, I really think it's going to be driven by creators because we've been in the developer era. Developers are finally kind of having the tools they need to build apps. But if you look at the kind of scale of developers around the world, there's still only around 10 million, 20 million developers. There are hundreds of millions of creators. And by giving them better tools that let them earn more and do better, they're then going to tell the story of on-chain. They're going to share with their audiences, come on-chain, come create with me over here because it's better for me and it's better for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of gives you equity, so to speak, right?
100%. You now co-own the network that you're creating on and you can benefit from it, and that can let you live a more prosperous, successful life.
It's funny because there are certain laws like Metcalfe's law and Reed's law that are playing out here with these blockchain networks. It's just fascinating to see these economies being built.
100%. I mean, we are doing this in real time, like trying to figure out how do we build a global economy that actually works for everyone, that actually increases innovation, creativity, and freedom. And unfortunately, fortunately or unfortunately, there's no playbook. No one's ever done this before, and we're just excited to get to be kind of at the frontier.
This may be a hard question to answer, but creating that social aspect, I love that. But how do you compete against the behemoths of the out there? Do you go pitch them and say, integrate our technology?
I think it's both. We're always going to be out at the frontier, and I don't think we should stop being out at the frontier. We're going to keep innovating. We're going to keep finding new ways for creators to earn. We're going to keep taking our shots to give people this platform that can really serve their creativity. At the same time, like I said earlier, we have this mindset of we win together, and we're constantly in conversation with platforms across social and commerce. We obviously had this huge Shopify announcement today, and what the message that we're always sharing is we want to work together with you. We want to help you come on chain. We want to help you get leverage from that, help you get more reach, help you build more efficient systems, help you reward creators, and we're seeing a lot of excitement and engagement about that. And so I really think that over the next few years, it's going to be a mix of us kind of pioneering and then us gradually helping bring people along to build this new creator economy.
Another rookie question for you. As Coinbase is already a very big company, you have a large customer base, a great brand, you're going to be able to bring a lot of people into these products. But as you scale and you become more popular, you kind of hit that tipping point of mass adoption, is Base able to handle the volume of transactions?
Yeah, 100%. We, in the last year or so, we've scaled basically 20x in terms of our capacity and throughput. The average, the median fee on Base right now is way less than a cent, like a tenth of a cent or even a hundredth of a cent. And we have a really ambitious roadmap to keep scaling. We'll do another 10x or 20x over the next 12 months. And so we think that at some points it might get close where if we grow fast enough, we're going to be kind of pushing the limits of scaling, but that's the motivator for us, right? We always want to be one step ahead, and with the team that we have, with the collaboration that's happening across the Ethereum ecosystem, I feel really confident that we're going to be able to scale to keep up.
Final question before I let you go. Are you integrating AI or AI agents in any way to help achieve those goals?
100%. And that's happening in two ways. So one is on our internal team, we are using AI like gangbusters. Like I'm writing code right now, and I haven't been writing code in a long time, but because we're using a kind of AI-enabled code stack with Cursor and all these tools that we've built, I can actually go in, I can say, I want to fix this ticket, and then I can ship a PR. And it like, I don't even really write code in the editor anymore. I just have a prompt interface. It's crazy. And it's so much better than it was 6 months ago. And the thing that we're seeing is that as the engineers on our team adopt it, they're like 3 to 4 times more impactful. Like literally like 3 to 4 times the impact they have. They can ship something that would have taken weeks in hours. And so that's one way we're seeing AI really adopt this. We rewrote this whole app from the ground up in 6 months. We did a similar rewrite a couple years ago. It took more than a year. And so the timelines for how quickly we can innovate are really getting compressed. And then the second place we're really seeing AI adoption kick off is that there are all these agents that are using on-chain and crypto as a platform where they can pay, they can transact, they can trade for you, they can manage your assets. And so we're actually building agents directly into the app where you'll be able to have agents, they'll be in your chat, you'll be able to talk with them, you'll be able to approve things for your wallet to do. So an agent can be like, hey, do you want to do this transaction? Boom, approve. Hey, we want to move this money to get you better yield. Boom, approve. Hey, I'm in a group chat with my friends. Agent, why don't you set up a new pool for all of us to make a bet on this game that's happening right now? Boom, approved. All of that, because we've built on this open platform that's composable, just works. And it's going to let us bring AI combined with money into all of our day-to-day lives. And I think it's going to be incredible just in terms of the consumer experiences it unlocks.
That's amazing. And I can't wait to see many of these things come to fruition and being able to test it. I would love to be a beta tester.
Yeah, well, we got to get you on board. It's Sarah. We got to get him on board. Yeah, we're just starting. I think we have like a few, like 2,000 people on it right now, but we're starting to roll out and we'd love to get you in there.
That's exciting, man. Jesse,
awesome. Hey, it's
great
so
stuff.
great. So great meeting you.